Okay, welcome Taurus. So we're gonna do your quick reading today. It's not gonna be quick probably, but yeah, we're gonna answer you today. Why have you gone silent? So there are sometimes situations in our life where we are rendered speechless. Sometimes because we feel it's best to hold our tongue. Sometimes it's because we just don't know what to say. Our mind draws a blank. But sometimes it is also out of fear. So to me, I don't think any of that is a good state to be in. So we're gonna delve into this question for each of your zodiacs and see what is the situation currently that is making you silent. And we'll see if we can get an advice for you to figure out what to do next. Alright, so we're gonna use the Tarot of the Divine to ask the question of what are we, what is the situation, why have you gone silent, and what you should do next. And then we're gonna use my new Chinese tarot deck, student tarot number 4, to see any clarifiers. King of Wands, nice. And then we're gonna get some motivational card from my self-made deck. It takes two to distress. Oops. What is this? Don't put your life on hold. Love and prioritize yourself. Very good preliminary messages. Okay, so I'm gonna put the shuffle skip down below, and yeah, we'll begin now. So let's see for Taurus. What is the... Alright, I forgot to mention. So after we've seen all the cards, we're gonna take a look at your Amanda Lovely's Believe in Your Own Magic Tarot Oracle card to see what is the last message that we read. I don't know how to do the second half of that shuffle thing. Okay. Alright, so what's the situation for Taurus? Can we have the situation for Taurus? Okay. And then, what is keeping Taurus silent? What is making Taurus silent? What is making Taurus silent? What is making Taurus silent? Nice. And finally, what advice do we have for Taurus? What advice do you have for Taurus? What advice do you have for Taurus? One more card. Nice. Okay. Next. Oops. We're gonna see what is the motivational card we have for you. What motivational card do we have for you? Okay. Gonna take this one. Alright, and we're done. Let's get into your reading, Taurus. Oh, my pen is gone. Okay, so what is the situation right now for Taurus? Three of Coins. So it looks like this reading, okay? This is about a teamwork. Alright, people working together, perhaps on a project, perhaps on a hobby, right? So it has something to do with you, and what I'm thinking here is more than one other person. So it's definitely a group setting. Alright. Let's read. Okay, the thing about the Tarot of the Divine is that it's all based on fairy tales. So what I've been doing for the rest is I've been reading about the fairy tale from the booklet for them. And I shall do that for you as well, Taurus. Don't worry about it. So, the Banjakri and the Banjakrini from Nepal, the Tamang mythology. Alright, so Three of Coins represent learning from one another. The fierce Banjakri and Banjakrini teach their apprentice how to become shaman. They're demanding teachers, but their student is dedicated. All three put in hard work that pays off with success of a new generation. So upright is about studying, growth, collaboration, success, and recognition. Okay? Again, it says here all three put in hard work that pays off in the end. So it is definitely a group setting where people are expected to work together. Okay, put in their share. So what is making you silent? Ace of Cup in reverse. So, Ace of Cup, cups of feelings, right? So it seems that someone here is kind of putting a stop into having their feelings involved. So what is the story? Matsuo Sake, Japan. The Ace of Cup marks a new beginning, a reason to drink and be merry and to open up to subconscious feelings. Sake is a drink of the gods, bringing people closer to the spirit world. So in reverse, relationship problems, depression, sadness, creative block, repression, right? So as I said, in this teamwork setting, someone, I'm feeling this most probably is you, are trying to not involve your feelings in it. Okay? So perhaps something in here is making you very sad, some kind of unfairness, and that unfairness is causing you to keep your emotions all to yourself, and you don't want to say anything about it. Right? That is what I'm thinking. You do not want to say anything about it. You're like, this, I'm a bit sad, I'm a bit hurt, but no, I'm gonna put up my walls. I'm not gonna take anything personally. In fact, I'm not gonna even give anything back. We're just gonna do this work and get it done and over with, and I'm out. That is the kind of feeling that I'm getting. Which, thinking back to the few Tauruses that I know, is kind of a bit of a flaw in some people. Okay, so let's see what advice do we have for you. 8 of Coins. Alright, so 8 of Coins is a card about hard work. See, she's making those pentacles slowly, even though they're hurting her, right? Even though her hands are bleeding, everything is bleeding, she's crying, but still she's going on because she knows that this must be done. Okay, I might clarify this. Also, this card keeps trying to fall. The Hangman in reverse. So she's upright. Yeah, we'll look at her in a second. Okay, we'll look at her in a second. Alright. So for the 8 of Coins, what is the story behind her? The 6 Swans, a German fairy tale. The 8 of Coins represent the long haul, the slow in the middle of a project that needs to be completed. The little princess needs to keep weaving nettles in silence if she wishes to set her cursed brothers free. Oh, right. The swan stories. So upright, it means commitment to crafts, determination, ambition, concentration. So, okay, so right now in this teamwork setting, there's something that is making you put a wall up and not involve yourself emotionally into it, right? And that's why you're keeping silent. That's why you're not saying anything. But with the advice, it seems to say that this is something that needs to keep going, all right? Perhaps you can't afford to actually abandon this project, abandon this group. Alright, and with the second card that I took out for it, the card that wanted to come out, is the Hangman in reverse. Let me read you the story first before I tell you. Okay, so the Hangman in reverse. The Hangman is a story of, who do you think this is? Looks pretty obvious, like the rose brambles, the sleeping maiden is the sleeping beauty, Italian fairy tale. So the hangman seizes forward. Oh, the hangman seizes forward momentum to avoid disaster and instead favors reflection. Sleeping Beauty is a symbol of stasis. With the option of sleep or death, she chooses to wait for a more favorable condition. Right? So instead of dying when her hand pricks the thing, she's been reverse cursed by one of her fairy godmothers so that she will merely sleep and sleep until she can get awoken by love's true kiss. So the hangman is a card of waiting on, but it coming out here, willfulness, rushing, thoughtlessness, martyrdom. So with the hangman in return, in reverse, what I'm feeling is that okay, I was feeling something else, but the book is giving me a different sort of feeling. Okay, it says here that you have to keep going on, right? But it is hurting you, so you need to be aware of this. Most of the Eight of Coins cards that I have people working in a happy kind of way. I don't know if I can find the card in such a short notice, but in the Paulina Tarot, it has a lady who is painting and she's smiling, she's happy. So even in the Rider-Waite system, it's a man who's carving out a statue and people are looking at him approvingly, right? Kind of like, yeah, that there is a good craftsman going about his job, making sure everything is right and will finish it definitely. But in this case, look at her, she's crying, she's bleeding, and she's doing it in self-sacrifice. And what did one of the keywords for the hangman in reverse say? Give me a moment again. Okay, useless sacrifice, thoughtless martyrdom. Okay, so you feel like you are actually sacrificing yourself for the greater good, for these brothers, right? I think it's calling for you to actually be aware of this. When you are in this teamwork, in the situation where you are forced to keep silent, to keep your emotions out because perhaps something is hurting you, you're actually doing this. Of course, it's for the greater good. We know that. But it shouldn't be that way. Okay? Another meaning of the hangman in reverse is someone who is the hangman is someone who goes inwards. So the hangman being in reverse is telling you to speak up. It's telling you to no longer go inside your head. Okay, this is not about trying to see things from a different perspective. That is probably what made you try to hold on even though it's hurting. But now it's saying to speak up, man. Speak up. Alright, I'm just gonna check the screen. Alright, that's nice. Okay, so we're gonna see the motivational card that we have for you. I love you, can we hold hands? Oh, so this is a card that I did on my own. So the message with this is that there might be someone in your life, someone around you who wants to offer you support, okay? Because they really care about you, and they might not actually have the confidence because you're holding back emotions. You have a wall around you, and so they want to start by something really small to show their support. Okay, can we hold hands? Seems like this person wants to help you, even if subtly. They want you to know that they care for you and they want to help. Okay, I'm gonna clarify cards first. So what we're gonna clarify first is the Ace of Cups in reverse. Alright, so I'm gonna clarify the Ace of Cups with reverse. What can you say about the Ace of Cups in reverse? There we go. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is the epitome of thinking yourself into a corner. It seems that you have these walls around you because you are very frightened. You're very fearful. Right? So you see how in front of you, you see the Five Swords. You being this person here. You see the Five of Swords behind this man, this bird. And what does the Five of Swords mean? Fight. Right? Very, very big and harsh fight that you really don't want to partake in, because you know, you feel the Three Swords behind you. You know that you will be outmatched, right? You know it will not be fair and you will lose, and you are so frightened of this. But Taurus, the Eight of Swords is usually your own doing, right? You perceive things in a warped manner, thinking that you're going to be hurt, you're going to be slain, you're going to be brought to school. You're going to be schooled, right? So, and you're so frightened by it, when in fact, it is all in your head. It's all in your head, Taurus. It's not as bad as it seems. And usually the lesson of the Eight of Swords is that the actual conditions in real life, if you open your eyes, if you open your heart, you will notice that you can actually navigate them if carefully. You can navigate them without hurt. You just have to be careful, be aware with both your eye and your heart. Okay, so the Ace of Cups is a what do you call that? It's the outcome of you running yourself into a corner with fear. Alright, so the I think the Hangman in reverse is pretty straightforward. So I'm going to try and clarify the Eight of Coins. Okay. What is this? The Three of Cups. Alright, I'm gonna try see if we can get one more card. Get one more card for the Eight of Coins, Eight of Pentacles. Two of Cups in reverse. And the Three of Cups. I shuffled, alright, they came out like differently. Okay, so this with this. The Three of Cups is people coming together for a celebration. Alright? People coming together for a celebration, and it's not quite like the Three of Coins where everything is work and contract and I'm here because I have to be here, I'll play my part kind of thing. No. With the Three of Cups, everyone is coming together by their own free will, and they are coming in a very contented kind of way. Okay, look at the birds. They're so happy. The birds are so happy. And with the Two of Cups in reverse, what I'm feeling is that this is going back to the Ace of Cups in reverse. The Two of Cups in reverse is not being able to offer your love to someone. Okay, I think this is a situation that is highlighting you for you to recognize. Alright, internally, look inside yourself. There is someone perhaps that you really like that you can't say anything about. someone that you're really hoping for. They could be from, you could be keeping your walls up. Okay, you could be keeping your walls up because you have feelings for someone in this group, but you don't want to take a chance because, you know, workplace workplace love, right? It doesn't really work, and sometimes it's actually against the company laws. But with this, I think what it's saying is that even though you might not be able to have you might not be able to come together, not at this time, you can still be with everyone in a happy kind of way, right? Start small. Okay, make a small gesture. You don't have to pretend that you're a rock, because you're not. Okay, Taurus, you might be a bull, but you are a hot-blooded bull. You know when you like something, right? You know when you like someone. And again, don't have to be big. Just start small and have fun with everyone. Okay, turn the Three of Coins into a Three of Cups. That's what I'm hearing here. Okay, so Taurus, I'm gonna see what's your card here. Swim away from the situation. Oh no. Okay, so let me read from the book first. Swim away from the situation. Okay, think of this as the Lover's reverse from the traditional tarot. You've been hanging around a bloodthirsty shark and they've hurt you before. This could refer to a lover, or it could refer to another loved one, such as a friend or a family member. To put it simply, you deserve better treatment and you're never going to find it with them. Leave now, the situation like this often grows so dire that you no longer feel safe swimming away. Alright, so this one actually, it goes back to my initial reading, okay? Before I clarified the Eight of Coins. So let me have a look at it first. Alright. Yeah, I was pausing just now with the Two of Cups in reverse because it was a bit, it came out of nowhere. I still feel strongly, right, that it has something to do with this. Swim away from this situation. This one talks a lot about this too. You're in pain even though you're holding on. You should need to speak up and eventually just up the freak off. I don't like clarifying clarifiers because it muddles the reading. But let me do one for the Two of Cups. I see. Alright. 10 of Wands. I don't know if you can see these cards. Hang on. Alright, you can. So 10 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. 10 and 10. Completion. I think what this means is that instead of you loving someone who is in this group, it's actually telling me that the love that you have for someone is already coming to an end. It's a heavy burden on you. You can't take on anymore. Look at this. This is like a general, right? Who has a lot of things on his hand, and suddenly you come into his tent, coming saying like, boss, and they all stare at you like, what now? One more word and I'm gonna send you to the gallows, kind of look. So this too of honestly is talking about you not giving your love to someone anymore. Again, it's reverbing back to the Ace of Cups in reverse. But okay, this is how I'm putting it together now for this Eight of Cups, because we're talking about this Eight of Cups, right? Okay, you're working on it even though it's hurting you, right? It's full of burden. Okay, you can't give your love to this anymore. It's full of burden. Okay, regardless if it's all in your head or whatever. But I think at least to complete this, okay, you can try to at least have a little bit of emotions in. Okay, you can at least have a bit of emotions in. If you can't, um focus on one person, focus on everyone instead. Okay, and after that, yeet the fuck out. Once the project is done, just yeet yourself away and get on to better things in life. Okay, Taurus. Well, that was a bit of a complicated reading, honestly. Towards the end here. I apologize if it's given a bit more of confusion, but I hope it resonates to some of you. Because I always feel like the messages come out because someone at least has to hear something from them. Okay, so that is all I have for you, Taurus. I hope this helps. If it doesn't resonate, that is fine. We have readings for all your other zodiac signs up eventually. And until then, take care. Bye bye.